Welcome back to my channel. My name is Aretha and this is
Christine.
This is my mom. So I brought her on today because we're going to talk about our Hawaii trip. I know I'm really behind on vlogging about our Hawaii trip because I've just been really busy and I just didn't get around to it. Yeah, so let's talk about why we went to Hawaii. Because first of all, I wanted to talk about our bucket list.
Yes.
So we created a bucket list. So we decided we were going to start making those things happen. So we're going to do one big trip a year, right?
Yeah.
So Hawaii was this year. And have you ever been to Hawaii before?
Never.
Never?
No.
Why did you want to go to Hawaii?
Well, I see what those advertisements on Facebook,
Mm-hmm.
and they showed all these beaches, and it looked really, especially the beach part.
Yeah.
And I was really looking into that, the surfers.
Mm-hmm.
I've always wanted to, so I figured, geez, it would be nice to go and visit. And I really wanted to go to a beach.
Mm-hmm.
Nice sandy beach with the high waves. So
I wanted to be on a beach somewhere, and so in 2018 that was my goal. And so that's why I was like, yeah, let's go to Hawaii. Let's go. And I watch a lot of vlogs, and I've seen a lot of people go to Hawaii, and I'm like, it looks so nice.
yes. So we said, let's go.
Yeah, let's go. We booked our flights like March.
March, yes.
Yeah. Because we were like, yeah, we're going to go. We have money now. We're going to book it right now. So we knew we were going to Hawaii like all year.
Yeah.
So yeah, that was pretty interesting, and that's why we chose it. One of the things that I've noticed is that, I mean, although it's great to do like cheap flights and cheap whatever accommodations and stuff, I think there's something to say about paying for or accepting cheap over comfort, if that makes sense. Because when we flew, we kind of flew like overnight, and I thought we'd be able to sleep, and I couldn't sleep on the plane. There was turbulence. If you've ever watched my Instagram, you know that I hurt my hand, and that sprain and that my hand being hurt actually stemmed from and began
It was your
from our
analyst,
flight.
yeah.
From our flight. Because I kid you not. So we flew to Seattle first, and then from Seattle we went to Hawaii. And it was hilarious because my mom was laughing at me. I swear she almost pissed her pants laughing.
So I was trying to calm you down. I said, just think of the roller coaster. It was even worse. Just think of the roller coaster. If you were on a roller coaster.
My mom's sitting next to me going, just wee, it's fun. Oh, it's so fun. Just think it's a roller coaster. I'm like, I hate roller coasters. I was holding on to my handle thing like so hard that I literally like sprained something in my arm.
Oh, wow.
It was really bad.
I didn't know you were hanging on that hard. Wow.
I didn't realize either until I let go, and I was like, oh, that hurt. Yeah.
I had a good laugh on that one.
Yeah, she laughed so hard. So not only did we fly, like we kind of, I guess technically the red-eye flight, so technically we flew over nighttime. So when we arrived, it was still like, because we're going back 4 hours, we still arrived like 8 or 9 at night or something on a Tuesday. So then we get to our hotel. It's like I was not catching a break that day, because we get in a hotel. What do? I sit on the bed, and you know how like you have the headboard and you have like the rail broke on the bed.
Yes. I think it was already cracked though.
I think it was, because when we got in, the headboard was kind of slanted forward a little bit.
Yeah.
I think it was like already on its way out.
But it can't be that, it couldn't break that. I mean, you weren't that.
I didn't jump on it, nothing.
No,
like
you
I
just sat on it.
Sat on it. That was it. Because it was so late at night, and we were the last people to check in. The front desk people had already left by then. Because our hotel, we found this out actually later, but our hotel was actually like a co-op, or like a what do you call them?
It's almost like the
condos.
Yeah,
Yeah,
condos.
like they actually were condos. So basically, each
They rent
room,
them.
people own them, and they can either decide to give them to the hotel, and the hotel like rents them out and like does all the arrangements for like renting them out and stuff, or people live there. So because of that, the hotel people had already left by the time this bed broke. So I was like, shoot. So that was the first thing we did.
We had to watch where we were sleeping too.
Yeah, and moving, and it was horrible. So first thing in the morning, we went downstairs and we're like, this bed broke. We need something. So we went out that day. We came back.
They said they were going to fix it.
They said they were going to fix it. They still hadn't fixed it. And they were like, we actually have another room. If you want, we can just move you to another room. The room that we were in had a balcony. And the room downstairs didn't have a balcony. So they were like, is that okay? And we were like, no, it's fine. Wow. And it was actually, the room downstairs was actually better. It had more room because it didn't have the balcony. And it actually had like a couch and like a coffee table. And like it was actually, I liked it better.
Almost like a bachelorette.
Yeah, it was almost like a bachelor appointment. It was actually a lot better.
Was bigger and...
Yeah, it was a lot better than the room upstairs. I mean, the only thing it had was a balcony, and the balcony looked to the alley anyways, so it was like the balcony wasn't anything to
We didn't really miss it.
And the best thing about this hotel is on the 10th floor was the view. And this is the 10th floor and the view, the beach. That's how close we are to the beach. Everyone's really friendly and nice, and it's been really awesome so far. So, we've been doing good. Hey? How do you like it so far?
Oh, I love it. And look at that over there. Oh, wow.
Oh, wow. Look.
The sun is facing us. I don't think I should take a picture there. We could sit out here and watch the sunrise.
I chose this hotel and where we were actually like literally, we could see the Waikiki beach literally from our hotel room.
Yeah.
Like from our hotel. It literally was not even a block. Like it was like
just across the street.
Yeah, it was literally like not even a quarter of a block and down the street, and there was Waikiki Beach. It was actually awesome. Yeah. And so my mom it was like she wanted to go in the water.
Yeah.
The waves were so crazy. It was hilarious because my mom wanted to go so bad. You tell them.
I wanted to go to the beach. I wanted to go to the beach so badly, so I figured, oh geez, I gotta go to the beach because I hear about the beach. It's really nice, sandy beach, and I didn't know anything. I thought these waves were not that. I didn't think the waves were really hard waves where they could literally knock you around. I thought I was strong enough to stand on the beach and let the waves hit you. But boy, those waves are so strong that knocked me over. And I was trying to get up. It was even worse. I kept falling all over the place. I almost drowned because I couldn't get up. And then I'm looking at my daughter, and she's looking at me, and she's like, oh, I could see that look on her face. She needs my help. She just threw her camera on the beach and ran.
Well, I was trying to capture the moment of you getting in the waves because you're like, yeah, take a picture of me, film me going in the water. So I had my phone and I was recording her, and when I saw her first like get knocked down, I just kind of thought, okay, maybe she'll get back up. And as I see her struggling to get up, the wave again knocks her back down again. And I'm like, oh, shit. So I dropped my phone and gave running.
I thought, wow, that was pretty hard. That was hard.
They looked really rough.
Cow. So I thought, oh, well, so much for the waves.
Yeah, so there was two portions of Waikiki Beach. There's like the main open area, and then there was like a cove area that they actually had blocked off with some cement things, like cement like barrier. So it was a lot like calmer, I guess. And I went in there, and my mom was like, "No, I want to go to the place where the waves were." So she wanted to go over there. So I finally went in there, and that was the first time I had ever been in the ocean. I got in. Oh my gosh. I didn't know how salty the water was.
Wow.
It literally was like, it burned my eyes. I like...
My lips were just burning from so much salt.
Yeah.
Oh. I thought, well, why would it be so salt heavy with salt? And I forgot it's full of fish. I didn't know that.
It's the ocean. That's the ocean. It's full of salt.
Oh my God, I forgot where I was because, boy.
Yeah, any water I've ever gone into has been like lakes or rivers or even a pond. Like, it's not, I've never been in the ocean before. And I was like, I didn't realize how salty it was. Like, it was ridiculous. I was like, oh my God. So although it looks nice and it was great, like going actually in there was a little hard for me because I was like, my eyes were stinging, like everything was just, it was.
But the other side was calmer.
Yeah.
That's when we finally went in. I loved the other part.
Yeah. And on that beach, one of the things that we found out is on Waikiki Beach, and we found this out the day we were leaving, but every Tuesday night they have a free luau out there.
Yeah.
And so basically they have this entertainment thing and they do this, put on the show every time and it's free. Anyone can go, blah, blah, blah. It's on Tuesday nights. Like I said, we arrived Tuesday night. So when we got finally to our place, it was almost 10 o'clock. So we went to bed. And then when we left next Tuesday. So again,
we missed it.
Yeah, we basically came Tuesday and left Tuesday and then missed the luau. So we're like, oh crap. So we never got to see it. One thing we found was these trolley tours. And the thing about the trolley tours is they do have public transportation, or if you want to walk, you can walk. We did walk sometimes, but my mom's, I know she looks very young, but she's actually going to be 70 this year. She has really bad knees and we could only go so far. So
yeah,
there was a couple times we did walk places, but then we had to take a cab back because my mom couldn't.
I couldn't go. Can't walk anymore.
My mom would just kind of look at me like, I need to sit down. And we had only been walking for like 10 minutes.
10 minutes.
Like, yeah. So then I was like, okay. So we ended up finding these trolley tours, and there's different lines, right? There's a green line, there's a blue line, there's a purple line, there's a pink line. The pink one is the one that's like the generic one that kind of goes around every area. And then there's different ones that go to different places. One went to Pearl Harbor, one went to the Dole Farm, one went to this
rich neighborhood.
The aquarium and stuff, like up on the mountain and the Diamond Mountain, like went around there.
Diamond Mountain, yeah.
And so you could pay for this one that was like the ultimate pass. So basically you get to ride all the trolleys, all the colors. You can do just basic ones. If you want to just do the pink line, like there's ones, and that just costs like $2 or something like that. But if you paid like the pass for all of them, it not only lasted that day, but it also lasted the next day.
Yeah.
Because they only run from like 9 in the morning, I think, or 8 in the morning till 3 or 4. And so the time it takes you to even go around to all these places, you couldn't do all of the lines anyways in one day, so they give you 2 days. And the trolleys, the way they work is they actually have designated stops. And so if you want, you can get off on those stops and then they'll come around and they'll pick you back up. Like there's ones coming every 15 minutes on those stops. So basically you can get off, like do a tour of the Pearl Harbor and then wait for the next one to come, right? So, but the Pearl Harbor ones and the Dole Farm, like they also cost extra money. So we decided not to get off. We just stayed on the trolleys.
I want to see the place. I'd like to just, cruise around and look around all over the whole island. Then rather going into all these places, because then it's half of your time is going to be gone. You only have so much time, right? Mm-hmm. To see all the places. So I figured trolleys are the best place.
So the one place that we went to that island. So there's like a nature preserve place. It's like a cove.
Yeah.
I'm going to have to put the name somewhere. I'll probably put it here when I figure out what it is, because I don't remember what it is. But anyways, it's a nature preserve, and it used to be a volcano that erupted and created this diamond-shaped, or this cove. And in that cove, there's like all these fishes, and it's actually a nature preserve, and you can go there and you pay this like flat fee from our hotel. Like anyone at our hotel has information people and they can help you. And basically you pay like this fee. Someone will come pick you up. They'll take you there. They'll give you the snorkeling gear and then you can go snorkeling. My mom decided not to go.
Goes it, God, I can't breathe on that.
She couldn't even put the snorkeling thing on her face. She was like, no, I can't do it.
I can't handle it, yeah.
So I went by myself. I forgot my GoPro, so I didn't even bring it with me. So I was like, I couldn't take any footage.
That would have been nice, yeah.
It would have been nice. Although my biggest fear in life is sharks, which was awesome because this didn't have sharks. But I thought it was just sharks. And then I was swimming and all these fish were underneath me and I was freaking out. And I kept, I couldn't get this thing to suction on my face properly at first. And I kept inhaling water. And it was salt water and I kept inhaling all this water. And I was just, so many times I was drowning myself in there. So I was trying to get used to snorkeling before I went out further. And I only went so far. And then after that, I was like, that's it. After like inhaling so much salt water twice, the second time I'm like, that's it. I'm going back. So I went back to the beach.
Well, when I decided to swim, like dog paddle, there was this big yellow fish underneath me. That started panicking. I said, "Oh no!"
And I was pushing her out of the way. Because I know when she panics, she's going to want to stand up. But there was actual coral reefs underneath her, so she couldn't stand on it because you're not supposed to stand on them. But you couldn't see it. And because I had my mask on, I could see it. And she was like swimming over top of it. And I was like, kept trying to push her out of the way. And she's like, why are you pushing me? I'm like, I'm trying to get you. I'm like, you can't stand here. You need to go over.
Oh, I was so afraid of stepping on those fish. Oh, my God.
If you ever go there, best time to go to the beach and best time to go to that place is early in the morning. The first round of time that you can go to that place is like 7 in the morning or 8 in the morning. 7 in the morning? Yeah, it's really early in the morning. But you always want to be the first there because, insert picture here, this is how dead it was when we got there.
And we took a picture of it when we got there, right?
Yeah.
Then finally, towards the...
and when we left, you should have seen how bad it got.
Packed.
Yeah. So...
We were lucky we were leaving then, eh?
Yeah. So now on to the funny stories. So one of the things that we did every morning was... so here's our hotel, here's the beach, and then just not even a half a block this way, there was a Denny's. And so... we had breakfast there almost every morning.
Yeah.
Sometimes we didn't because, again, we were near the end. We were like, shoot, we're spending too much money here. So one day we were going shopping and I was just so tired. I don't know what it was. So they brought us the check and it was really busy. And I was like, okay. So I looked at the number. I was like, okay, whatever. So I gave money. I put a tip on top of it, you know, things like that. And we left. And as I'm in the bus, I hear my phone starts ringing from like a local number. And I'm like, who the hell is this? He's like, hi, is this Aretha? And I'm like, oh, yeah, this is me. Hi, this is so-and-so from Denny's. You left your bag here? And I left my laptop there with like... we had put snacks inside it. Yeah. I had my camera inside there. Like, all these things I left there. And we were already halfway to the mall. So I was like, you know what? It's right next to our hotel. Can we just leave it there? And we'll come back and we'll get it. So then we came back after shopping. Couldn't find our bag. They said it was going to be up front. It wasn't up front. Then finally a manager came holding my bag. And I'm like, yeah, that's it. And then before she gives it to me, she goes, okay, yeah, here's your bag. I just want to know who's going to pay the rest of this bill. And I'm like, pardon me? Sorry? I'm like, what do you mean? And she's like, well, you left this much money, but this is the actual bill price. And I was like, oh my God.
Holy Jesus, it made her feel so bad.
I felt so embarrassed. I'm like, really? I'm like, oh my God, I looked at the wrong number. And I was laughing so hard. I'm like, yeah, no, we'll pay it. We'll pay it right now. Yeah,
Oh,
I not only left my
jeez.
bag there, but I also didn't pay the full amount of my bill because I wrote the wrong number. I thought it was kind of funny. And I also thought it was a little funny how she kind of approached it because it was like, and who's going to pay the rest of the bill? It's like we did it on purpose. It
But
was
she
so
started,
embarrassing.
yeah.
And we
But
laughed.
She started. We laughed.
And we felt so bad. So not only did we pay our bill, but we
double.
We also double tipped. So instead of giving like the regular tip we gave an extra tip on top because we were thinking, oh, that one guy was like so busy. He was running around.
So nice.
He was so nice, and we were like, we know he kept apologizing for being so late, and we were like, oh no, we hope he doesn't think that we were like shortchanging him because the service was really slow. And we knew it was, but we also knew there were tons of people there, so we were very understanding. Because if you've ever like worked in any service industry or watched or just are a genuine nice person,
Yeah.
you know that when people are trying their best and they're just doing their best, and so we weren't going to penalize that guy for that, nor would we. So yeah, we not only tipped what we normally tip, but we actually double tipped as much as we would because we want to make sure that guy knew that we didn't shortchange him. It was our mistake, and it wasn't intentional. So, yeah, it was very funny. There was 2 major things that I wanted to do there. I wanted to try the spam musubi, and I wanted to try shaved ice.
Oh yes.
So I tried the spam musubi at our corner store there. They had it there, which was awesome. It was really good. You tried a bite, right?
Yeah, I loved it.
It was really filling.
God,
It was
yeah.
really good.
I loved it. Yeah.
And then on one of our trolley rides, my mom and I went. I had to Google where the next shaved ice place was because I was looking for shaved ice.
There wasn't.
I couldn't find any anywhere. So finally, I was like, where's the best place to get shaved ice? So I found a place. We jumped on one of the trolleys that took us to there.
It looked like oh my God! It looked like one of the Skid Row area. Really looked like a rough area. Wow.
I had the directions on my phone, so as it told us to get off at the stop, it told me how to walk down to the corner and then around the corner, and it looked like we were going down an alley.
God, I was starting to get paranoid. I thought, I wonder if this girl is going to dump me somewhere and probably getting tired. I was really getting paranoid because this is an alleyway. I thought, oh my God, she's going to dump me somewhere. She's probably, and next round, then around in the alleyway. I was telling you that and you started laughing at me.
Well, I
said,
think it's
"Holy
funny
geez."
that you seem to think that my goal in life is to off you.
Oh my God. I was thinking about the movie. I was thinking about some kind of a movie that, somebody's taking you somewhere in that really isolated area and no one around. So I thought maybe you're just going to dump me. And then lo and behold, around the corner, there's this little house. Looks like a house. It's
Yeah, it looks like a little shack
little
almost,
shack.
and it has like little cones on it.
As soon as I seen the cones, oh, this is really nice. So I said I was so happy
Yeah.
to see oh my God. Boy, they weren't cheap.
No, it was.
That was a lot.
It was,
It was
and it
a
was
big one.
really, really good. I'm glad I tried it. But my favorite thing to get of all time was this smoothie bowl. And it was like literally at this place that was like just down the street, and it was so good. I just loved it. I literally was like craving for it. I still crave for it. So that was our trip to Hawaii. I don't know. Like, what did you think? What was your overall thoughts? Tell me.
I
tell
loved
them.
it. I loved it. But the only thing is, I just dreaded to go out because it was so hot.
Mm-hmm.
It was just, oh my God. That was the only thing. It's so hot that it's hard to breathe when it's that hot every day. It was that was the only part I did not like. It's way too hot for me, and I get a headache, and we could only stay for so long. We had keep rushing back to our hotel because we knew the air condition there was nice and cool, and that's the only part I didn't like. And the beach, I wish I would have went on a surfboard, but I knew that would have been a big mistake. I knew I'd really I'll probably knock myself out or something like that, or that surfboard. I just wanted a chance to sit on the surfboard, but it's not happening. I knew, forget it. I'll feel sorry for the instructor trying to get me on that surfboard. It'll take him all day probably. But other than that, it was good. I enjoyed it. But I'm already thinking about the other islands. It'd be nice to see the other islands.
That was the thing. We didn't actually go to the other islands. And, I mean, we could have.
But there was a lot to do.
So, yeah. So that was our travel.
That was our travel.
That was this year's bucket list Hawaii trip.
One down.
One down. Although we will go again because we technically only went to one island.
Yeah. I'd like to go to another island.
Yeah. That was it. So if you would like to watch any more videos, please feel free to subscribe and like this video. Comment below. Let me know if you've ever been to Hawaii. What did you like about it? Did you go to any of these things? What were your experiences? Do you have a bucket list? Is Hawaii on your bucket list? That'd be good to know.
Yep.
Yeah. And I'm going to try vlogging more, and so it really would help support me if you could subscribe and like this channel and I guess interact and engage with us a little bit.
Yep.
So we'll see you next time. Bye.
Okay, bye.